a there's several different aspects to the strategy. We saw what happened with Colombia. The president threatened tariffs, and the president of Colombia not only allowed illegal immigrants back into his country, he offered to send his own plane. He threatened tariffs on, or signed an order for tariffs on Mexico and Canada over the weekend. And then on Monday, President of Mexico offered 10,000 troops at the southern border, and Justin Trudeau, virtually the same thing. And this is in response to the fentanyl crisis. Also, tariffs on China. And again, this is due to the fentanyl crisis. This is not a revenue issue right now.
Will it become? Mr. Trump seems to be moving. Steve Miller said this yesterday, but I've heard from President Trump. He seems to want to move the system towards more tariff-related revenues and fewer income tax-related revenues. And universal tariff seems to be out there, whether it's 10 or 20%, I don't know. What can you tell us about that?
Well, Larry, I think tariffs are a means to an end, and I think that end is bringing the manufacturing base back to the U.S. That, in theory, tariffs would be a shrinking ice cube, that you would tariff a country, and then as the production comes back to the U.S., the income tax, the corporate revenues, and the income tax goes up, and the tariff income would go down. The current account deficit goes down. Our trade deficit goes down. So tariffs are a means to an end to reshore, economic security in the U.S.
But he's still concerned about reciprocity and unfair trading practices.
Completely.
Yeah.
And look, we saw
my
several things.
almost done. Fuck.
Probably the only good thing that I can say about the COVID crisis was it was a test run for what a hot war could look like, a deeper economic war could look like. And we realized that optimal supply chains are not secure supply chains. So, we want to bring back medical supplies. We've got to bring back shipbuilding, things like that. So we know that we have a group of industries that we were very vulnerable during the COVID crisis, that places like China, the most imbalanced economy in the history of the world, most unfair trade practices in the history of the world, were not reliable suppliers. And I point everyone, there's a very good article in the Wall Street Journal today that talks about the China shock and how much worse it was for working Americans than anyone had thought.
We're really interested in an economics article, National Bureau of Economic Research. Very interesting, the China shock. Last one, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. It's just in the headlines today.
The messed up part, I can't turn the volume on.
Elon Musk's influence on the Treasury, Doge's influence on the Treasury. You're the Treasury Secretary. What can you tell us about this?
Larry, that Elon Musk is the greatest entrepreneur of this generation. And the Doge outlook and their brief from the president, the Department of Government Efficiency, and we had the Grace Commission. You and I are old enough to remember. You were in the administration. The Grace Commission in the 80s failed.
Reagan years.
Yet Bill Clinton, Al Gore set up a commission on government efficiency, failed. And Doge is not going to fail. And that they are moving a lot of people's cheese here in the Capitol. And when you hear this squawking, then some status quo interest is not happening. But I will tell you that at the Treasury, our payment system is not being touched. Everything, we process 1.3 billion via payments a year. There's a study being done. Can we have more accountability, more accuracy, more traceability, that the money is going where it is? But in terms of payments being stopped, that is happening upstream at the department.
I know what I have to do, but
all right, well,
I can't do it now.
Essentially, you're saying you're cooperating on this government downsizing with Elon Musk and Doge.
What I'm saying is that at Treasury, our motto is to move deliberately and fix things.
I like that. Okay.
Niggas hiding, bro.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your time very much.
Thanks, Larry.
And all best of luck on the new position. Joining us now, Breitbart's John Carney and Brian Redberg, co-host of The Big Money Show right here on Fabulous Fox Business. Gentlemen, thank you. John Carney, you're in the Trump effect camp, I understand it.
I am. I think one of the reasons that all the analysts got it wrong, they were off by 100,000 jobs, is that they don't appreciate how much confidence Trump's election is giving businesses all across America. There was a hiring spree that happened in December, and that is all because they saw that they're getting exactly what you just pointed out, a relief from Joe Biden's regulatory socialism.
The household survey, well, let's put some facts on the table. Non-farm payrolls up 256,000. A lot of that was government and what you call government-adjacent health care, in other words. 40% of it was still government and government-related. So, Brian, it wasn't all that fabulous. But household employment, from which the unemployment rate comes, up 478,000. Yep. That's your blowout number. And the unemployment rate did slip down a bit to 4.1%. So, are you in the Trump effect camp, or is that too nebulous?
I think the household survey looked pretty good here. And look, there were still a lot of government jobs. That's a big problem. But these are the kinds of jobs reports you should expect to see under the Trump administration. All the surveys from CEOs, all the surveys from hiring managers are showing that they're expecting a hiring boom in 2025. It wouldn't surprise me that you'd see that happen in December with retail jobs and leisure and hospitality jobs, because those are always the leading edge of a big jobs boom. So I am in the camp that this might be just a little sliver of what's to come. The problem is the Fed doesn't know what to do with it. The bond market knows what to do with it. They were expecting this. The Fed doesn't know what to do with it now. And they're scrambling. Do we have one rate cut left this year? None. I don't know. I think that's why the Dow took such a digger.
Where did the Dow wound up off 700 points, I think, some such thing. John Carney, the bond market is saying to Jay Powell, in the name of God, go.
They have
no confidence in him, right?
They've given him an F for for the term. He failed. Look, the bond market has been saying that Jay Powell failed. Today, the stock market said, oh, yeah, you're right. He definitely failed. People are basically writing off any more cuts. There's no more cuts coming from the Fed. The Fed still thinks there are more cuts coming. If you listen to some of the Fed speakers, they say, oh, we think there's still room to cut. There's no more room to cut. The discussion is very quickly going to change to, does the Fed have to hike? Right now, as inflation has been stuck and way above where it needs to be, but if it starts to climb, then we are going to get people very seriously looking at Fed hikes in the future.
Which will be very badly received.
Jay Powell needs to step down if they need to hike, because he pitched everything on the idea that he was going to get it right this time. I mean, think about all the mistakes he made. He made a mistake at missing inflation when it came on board, and then he messed this up again when he thought inflation was going away. He's too double.
If they raise rates this year, to me, that would be more political than cutting rates before the election, because that's not giving time for the Trump plan to take effect on spending cuts, on regulatory cuts. It wouldn't only be badly received, but it would look like a shot at.
By the way, on that point, Christopher Waller, excluding Christopher Waller. But the Fed minutes, basically, you can see they're making a case that Trump. Waller dissented, although Waller.
I did not see him there, man. I was gonna fucking get him.
He missed this whole story too, but and well, maybe you agree that that tariffs are inflationary. I mean, the inflation is caused by too much spending and too much money creation by the Fed, too much pump priming by the Fed, right? Tariffs might raise a lot of money, help finance tax cuts.
I'm not in the camp of worrying about the inflationary effects of tariffs because it's part of a broader package of growth. And a broader package of growth is going to create countervailing forces to bring prices down. Energy production. If it was Joe Biden talking about tariffs, I'd maybe start getting a little bit worried about price increases. If it's Donald Trump, I'm less worried about it because he's got a growth component of his agenda that his predecessor doesn't have, and that we've seen work. We saw it work 4 years ago. We've gotten historical data on this.
No, I mean, it's true. And you have to look at the totality of Trump's program.
Yes.
The totality of Biden's program was more spending and money printing, and that was inflationary. The totality of Trump's program is more goods produced, more energy produced, and less spending.
The other thing that this has done is it really strengthened Trump. What we
Damn,
talked about earlier in the
fucking
program,
had
which
that
is
game, bro.
doing it in one bill, getting the tax cuts in there and solidifying them really matters because it strengthens Trump's hand in the trade negotiation because he now can say the economy can afford a tax hike in the form of tariffs because I am cutting taxes everywhere else. And so he can now look at all our trading partners and say, guys, you must come to the table and negotiate.
Said I had that game,
is
bro.
Gonna be firing on all cylinders. Get
Why
on
did
board
I
with us,
move
or we're
after
going
I
to lock it
killed
out of the
him?
market. That strengthens Trump's hand. It makes the tariffs actually, interestingly, less likely to happen because Trump now has a stronger hand in negotiating.
Yeah, although I'm expecting a 10%.
There will be some tariffs, yes.
I don't mind. We could use the
boy getting
I
the
think
hang
it's
of
great
this.
to. I think we will have to have some terms, especially on China.
The Euros have a 20% VAT.
Yes.
I mean, that's essentially a tariff.
scorpions.
Trump went to 10%
that shit
and
is
put it
kinda
back
hard,
in the form of tax cuts. I think that's very good policy.
You've been talking about the VAT lately, and I think it's really important. A lot of people don't understand that that is essentially a tariff, and that we need to respond to that. I don't want a VAT in the United States because I'm afraid that Democrats would use it as a covert tax hike. But I do think we need to respond to what they're doing and push back with our own.
I don't really want to follow Europe that badly on economic
Neither do I.
policy.
I agree. Brian, Zuckerbucks, first of all, giving money to the inauguration.
What the
Meta
hell are we
announces an
listening
end to DEI programs. They announce an end to
realize that.
censorship.
What is this shit?
The Miami season officially came to a close last night as they got blown out by 55 points to the Cleveland Cavaliers in that first round exit where they got swept 4-0. We are going to see hopefully major changes this upcoming offseason, but we have a lot to discuss on today's show around Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, so stay tuned for that. But I did want to look at some offseason outlook, broad things before we get into Bam and Tyler Hero. We'll start with the finances of the Heat as we're currently slated, and this can change whether it's trades, cuts, whole 9 yards, but we're projected to have a salary of $185 million. That is above the salary cap, but it is just underneath the tax threshold right now at $187.8 million. Now the Heat will obviously go over that if they want to add to the roster or like a re-sign of Davion Mitchell. They are $10 million underneath the first apron of the luxury tax, and they are $22 million underneath the second apron, so they do have some wiggle room when it comes to that area heading into the offseason. And when you look to the free agents that Miami has, there is really only 3 of them that matter. We talked a lot about Davion Mitchell, the restricted free agent, on what the Heat are going to be willing to match in the offseason. He played himself into a pretty solid contract down the stretch after joining the Heat roster following the deadline. His performances in the play-in, and he's one of the rare players that actually brought it in this first-round series against Cleveland. So I'm projecting maybe a 4-year, $40 million contract, 4 for 44. We'll see if another team offers him more to try to steal him away from Miami, but the Heat, assuming they offer that tender to Davion, will have the right to match. Alec Burks is an unrestricted free agent. We'll see if Miami brings him back. I would not hate if we did that. He was solid throughout the year. And then Duncan Robinson. Technically, he is under contract, but he has an early termination option. On July 8th, his contract guarantees for $19.4 million. Right now, he's on the books for $9 million. So if the Heat do not guarantee his contract and release him before that July 8th deadline, they could save $10 million in cap space and have a dead cap hit of $9 million. We'll see what Miami chooses to do with Duncan. And then with that, these are the exceptions Miami is allowed this upcoming offseason. Right now in free agency, because they are not in the tax right now. They are allowed to use
that's
the
good enough.
$14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception. They are allowed to use the biannual $5.1 million exception. They have 3 trade exceptions at 16, 3.1, and $2.1 million. Those rarely ever get used, so I wouldn't look too much into that. They are allowed to buy a second-round pick. Remember, you don't have to trade anything to get a second-round pick in the NBA at times. Buy one because the Heat's finances are where they are. They can do that, and they also obviously can sign people to the vet min. All right, we're going to get to the Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero stuff. Wanted to do a full offseason quick outlook there. But make sure you do subscribe because in the offseason, we put out more videos than we do in the regular season. Videos every single day. Hit that sub button. 22,122 of you already have. Appreciate everyone. Let's get to 23K ASAP. Let's get to Bam Adebayo now because I might be overreacting to this, but I kind of got nervous with Bam's post-game comments yesterday following the loss, and I might be reading into it too much, but to me, I kind of got the vibe where he could request a trade, and I think I am overreacting, but I do want to show you what the quote is. Bam, when asked what will happen this offseason, said, "There are going to be a lot of changes this summer. Knowing how the guy with the silver hair works," obviously referring to Pat Riley, "be prepared for that." And listen, that is not new.
What the hell is this?
We know that Pat Riley, after seeing the embarrassing display of basketball that we saw throughout the entire regular season, but in that first-round playoff series against the Cavs, where, by the way, the Heat lost by 37 and 55 at home. That is flat out unacceptable. I don't care what type of organization it is. That is not acceptable to the fan base to lose 2 playoff home games by 37 and 55. And in fact, that is now 8 straight games that the Heat have lost at home in the playoffs, dating back to the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics, because they lost Game 4 at home. They lost Game 6 at home. They lost both games at home to the Nuggets in the finals. They lost both games at home last year to the Celtics, and they lost both games at home again this year. It is unacceptable. But when Bam Adebayo says be prepared for that in terms of offseason changes, like, it almost tells me he knows something. It almost tells me that he expects changes because he might request a trade himself. Now, I hope that I am just overreacting, but the pessimist in me is not feeling too good about the Heat situation with Adebayo entering the offseason. But let me know. You hopefully feel differently than I am. Tell me I'm wrong. I need reassurance. I need words of affirmation down below in the chat. Am I overreacting to Bam's comment? Let me know. Type Y for yes or type N for no. I'll use this time to kind of reflect on Adebayo's season because he obviously came into the year as the second best player on Miami, but then when the Jimmy Butler saga started, he was looked at to be the leader, the captain, the guy for this team. And even though I am one of the biggest Bam defenders, supporters out there, if you will, I can acknowledge this was a very tough season and a down year for Adebayo. He did an excellent job of staying with the Heat. He played in 78 games this season, but the offensive output and efficiency just wasn't what you wanted to see from the captain. He averaged 18 points a game this season. He started to incorporate the 3-ball, which allowed his field goal percentage to come down. He's been a 50% plus guy his entire career, but now that he's shooting 3.5 threes a game, shot 35.7% from 3, yeah, his efficiency went down. But I was disappointed with what he did in the playoffs as well. In the 4 games against the Cavs, his numbers went down in terms of points per game, his efficiency, and his 3-point shooting, which should not surprise you. Playoff basketball is a little bit different. The part that annoyed me with Adebayo is his lack of aggressiveness on the offensive end at times this season. And hopefully I get and I expect a bounce back this upcoming season for Bam, assuming he is on the roster, but he's just got to be better. And I know he is not a player that looks to average 23, 25 points per game, but he can't average 18. He's got to be in the 20s. He just does. And if you're going to be a max player, which he is for the Heat right now, and be a top 2 player on the team, you have to control more of the offense. And I know that Erik Spoelstra utilizes him in a top of the key, pick and roll, dribble handoff guy, but that needs to change this offseason as well. So maybe you can look at Eric Spoelstra and beg for changes on the offensive ends to where Bam is utilized more, not as a creator for others, but allowing him to create for himself, because he does have the talent, in my opinion, to get his own bucket. Now, there are things that he needs to improve on, and the 4 things that I want to see from Adebayo this offseason in his improvements is that, 1, he has to shed 10 to 15 pounds. Bam is transitioning to the wing, the 4, the 3. Where is your center? Bam doesn't need to play at 255 pounds. Get down to 240, become more elusive, more athletic, and a better wing guy. He needs to improve his handle, too many turnovers, and that limits him in his creation game because he gets pickpocketed and he turns the ball over too much. He started to incorporate that 3-ball shot and needs to become more consistent this year. More volume, more efficiency. And I need Bam to be more aggressive on the offensive end. There should never be a world where Adebayo shoots less than 10 times in a game. But too often this season, in the regular season, the playoffs, he did not get his shot. He is the most talented guy on the team. Shoot the ball more. These 4 things Bam Adebayo desperately needs to improve on this upcoming offseason and next year if he remains on the Heat. All right, final word on Bam Adebayo. Even though I am worried that he may have soft alluded to a trade request, I do not want to trade him. I know a lot of Heat fans are down on Bam. I see it in the live chat of our live stream. I see it in the comments. I'm open to a Bam Adebayo trade. I am, and that's a change for me. I'm open to it. If the Heat aren't going to make changes and a team comes over the top with like 3 first-round picks and a decent young player to try to get Adebayo, and that pick and those picks are good picks, I'm open to it. I'm also open to trading him to get an upgrade. If Giannis was available, I would be open to trading Adebayo for Giannis. I still want to move forward with Bam on the roster, but I am open to moving on from him because I'm not so sure what I want to see improved on will happen, and I'm not so sure that his ceiling is that much higher than what it is right now. I hope to be wrong, though. All right, coming up in 1 second, are the Heat going to extend Tyler Hero? Should they extend Tyler Hero this offseason as he is eligible for an extension? But yes. I do want to get you guys aware that we have this Miami Heat shirt on sale right now. When you go to chatsports.com/Heat shirt, you can get this sweet Heat t-shirt, represent them in the offseason, represent them year-round. Link will be in the description and comments of today's video. One more time, chatsports.com/Heat shirt.
I ain't seen nobody.
All right, let's get over to Tyler Hero now because he is extension eligible this offseason, and I think it's arguably the biggest question the Heat have to look inward on this upcoming offseason. How do they prepare? How do they move forward with this roster build? Are you going to try to build a roster around Hero and Bam? I think that would be a mistake. But if you are you extending Tyler? Or are you moving off of Hero? Like, what are the ways the Heat improve from what this past season was? Well, I think it's important to look at what Hero's contract details are and what extension he is eligible for. Hero does still have 2 years left on his current contract, the extension he signed in 2022. For a relatively price, $31 million this season, $33 million in the 2026-27. That is a pretty good contract for a player of his caliber. The problem is that he's extension eligible starting on October 1st. That extension is a 3-year, $149.7 million deal. So obviously, if they're making 31 and 33 over the next 2 years, we will get jumped up to time for that extension to him making 45, 47.
Thanks for playing.
49,
Thank
50
you very much.
type of dollars per season in the 3 years, starting on October 1st. Now, what happens if you wait? What happens if you do not sign Tyler Hero to an extension? Because you actually have a 19-day window, fun fact. It opens up on October 1st. You have until October 20 to agree to that contract extension. If you do not, you have to wait until the following offseason, where he would become eligible for a 4-year, $206.9 million extension, which is obviously basically the same AAV, but 1 year added on. Now, Tyler Hero could bet on himself, not do that extension, or the Heat could bet on him not doing this, whatever you want to say.
Thank you very much.
He would become eligible
God damn,
for a
this nigga got
5-year,
gold guns
$380
everywhere.
million contract if you do not extend him in that October window, but he makes All-NBA next season. Do I expect that to happen? No. And if Tyler Hero doesn't sign that extension and makes the All-NBA team to become eligible for that 5-year, $308 million extension, you probably would not complain because that means he's a top, 15 player in the NBA next season? So I doubt that happens, but then I would also probably have no issues giving Hero that extension if he was a top 15 player next season. So it's a waiting game on you want to maybe give him a contract extension at all, or see if he makes that leap, whatever, but it is what it is. Before I give you my call on what I want to do, I want to hear you. Would you extend Tyler Hero to that 3-year, $149.7 million contract extension in October? Type E for extend, type D if you do not. There is no world right. There is. I'll be honest. Based off what I've seen Tyler in his career, there is not a chance that I would give him $48 million on an annual average basis over 3 years. There just isn't. And the reason is, like, even if he takes another leap to where he is now an All-NBA guy, averaging 28, 29, 30 points per game on efficient shooting, well, then maybe you think about giving him that extension next year. But I got to see that jump first because Hero was really awesome. He was one of the biggest bright spots on the team. Made his first NBA All-Star. Well deserved. Absolutely deserved. But he once again failed in the playoffs.
Tried too much,
and that's been a common theme throughout his career.
Fucking nice.
Like, I'm looking at his career playoff series. He's played in 11 series in his career in the postseason. His best ever series was in the bubble against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, where he averaged 19 points a game on 52% shooting and 35% from three. But in his 11 series of playoffs, he averages 14.6 points per game, shooting 41% from the field and 32%. Time after time after time, we have seen that Tyler Hero is not built for the playoffs. He is not. It's unfortunate, but it seems like it is that
first or second player. He's like a third player.
You just can't extend Tyler because when you look at what the Heat would be given,
this shit was a joke,
it's $50 million per season.
Not today, my boy. Not
$149.7 million extension. Hero, as much as I love him, cannot be a top 2 player on a championship contending team. I think he could be your third option because he can score the ball and relieve some of your top 2 guys. But he can't be a top 2 player on your team.
Of course.
We've seen that over the past year and a half with Tyler. And if you pay him $48, $49 million per season, you were restricting your team building. If you extend Tyler Hero to that 3-year, $149.7 million contract, you are basically putting yourself in NBA purgatory to where you are going to be a play-in team like you have been for the last 3 seasons and first-round exit like you have been the last 2. I love Tyler, but I would give him $35 million per season because that is a third option in the NBA, and that is what I believe Tyler Hero is on a championship contending team. All right, let's round out the video with this. Final word, final statement, as this is our off-season address, if you will, here at the Heat Report. No one is off the table. I do not want to hear a word this offseason about someone being undrafted. I do not. Kel'el Ware, I would move him if it means getting a good player. I would move Bam Adebayo if you can upgrade the roster. I would move Tyler Hero if you can upgrade the roster. Every player on the roster is tradable. Everybody in the front office is on the hot seat. I mean, I don't think Eric Spoelstra should be on the hot seat, but if you struggle once again next year, he is on the hot seat the following offseason. There should not be one level of comfortability if your spot's on the roster, if your job is taken by an office, or a coaching staff. We need a sense of urgency. We need asses on fire. Because what we've seen over the past 2 years has been downright unacceptable, and I know people might say from opposing fan bases that we're spoiled. But that's the Heat fan base. I mean, we expect success. And I don't think we should be shamed for expecting success because that's what the front office expects, what the coaching staff expects. So how about they go out there and make a roster that can actually deliver results? What the last 2 years said, 2 years ago, unacceptable. We'll premiere the entire NBA offseason with trade rumors, draft rumors, free agency, live shows. So make sure you hit that sub button. And if you're still watching this video and aren't subscribed, it's the long one. So appreciate you still hanging in with us. But you obviously like what we're doing. Join the channel today.
Fuck! I should have just kept running. Fuck!
Just now exclaiming has the moment. Harris Faulkner, the great Harris Faulkner, host of the Faulkner Focus and co-host of That Number on Fox News, and Rich Lowry.
Should have kept running.
National Review. Go ahead, Harris. Take me down.
No, I'm not going to take you down. I just have a couple of questions. I mean, when you move the date ball on when we're going to see those tax cuts, that matters to this economy. So I sort of want to interview you back and get your thought. There's a big difference between Memorial Day and July 4th, and then to hear September, October. Where are we really on needing the tax cuts, and what do you think is doable?
I'd like to see him. Look, Memorial Day to July 4th is a month plus. That's
Right.
okay. I'm fine with that. September, October would worry me. Not because I think we're headed for an economic crash, but because I just think it's promises made, promises kept. GOP has got to show folks that they meant what they said. Particularly, you know, it's interesting. It's complicated. Rich, jump in when you want to. You've got the extension of the tax cuts, okay, which I think by and large, unfortunately, Democrats all oppose it. That's too bad. But I'm going to say, by and large, extending the tax cuts, which worked so well, not controversial.
It's hurting my ears, bro. Every 5 minutes.
The maneuverability and fuel efficiency of fighter jets and drones. Lutetium, which is less commonly
How many niggas you be fooling? I believe that money on drone.
It's crazy. Is it because I have a small camera? Like, anytime, you know, every time I watch like Kai and them, like, they have, I watch a scene where like, anyway. Supporting Ye, you know, because in theory, I agree with the basic fundamentals of what he said. Ye feels that no matter if you think he's gay for something big, don't think he's big, whether you think that he's an anti-Semite, whether you're jealous, all these things, you know, derogative things that people accuse him of. He doesn't seem that offended if you say that more than you only come out to say that and you don't at least try to speak up for his kids. And I think that's a simple request, even though, truth be told, some of these situations he may have. But he does, I think he's taking accountability for it. But I think, you know, if at a time in history he rallied the voices of people to, you know, for cultural moments, whether it was somebody got the Grammy incorrectly in his mind or George Bush don't care about black people, he's trying to rally y'all to support him in his plight to be a parent to his kids. So I actually, you know, I support him. And in my support of Ye trying to be a parent to his kids, as, you know, any non-criminal, I don't know, like super deviant person should be allowed to parent their kids. If you brought them into this world, you should be able to at least be able to be a parent, okay, unless you're doing some crazy destructive shit. And I think Ye should be able to have a part and a say in his kids' life. And this is what I say. Kim K and motherfucking Kris Jenner, man, I rebuke y'all in the name of Jesus. Allow my man Kanye West, not aka Ye, now known as Ye, to raise his black children. Y'all white heathens should not be allowed to control a black man's child and involve them in all type of demonic debauchery, corrupt innocent souls. Allow Ye to raise his kids.
Oh, sure.
My name is Academics, and I stand with Ye. He should be able to raise his kids as a father and as a good, positive influence of the black community and a strong black man. Allow Kanye to raise his kids, okay? We're not going to tolerate this, and I'm standing with them, okay? We don't care. Listen, this ain't going to go down like how y'all did Tyrese. We're rocking with Ye. We won't stop until he gets to raise his kids. And I don't care if it means cussing, whatever, but he should be allowed to make decisions about his children. That's a fact. We got to stop taking out the men out of the household. We got to stop stripping their rights away. And we got to stop ostracizing them. Like, basically, they're the worst thing to happen. Yeah, gotcha. We stand with you. I'm going to speak up. Like nobody. Okay?
What the hell? How many hits? How many hits does it take?
After he said that cousin shit, like every time he says something, it's kind of like he almost like
lucky ass
like,
nigga,
like,
man.
Imaginary pause, but I never pause. Ye's my guy. Ye's my guy. Sending all the love and support
I think it
to
was a
Kanye
glitch
West.
or something, bro. Something
again,
ain't right about that.
You know,
that one,
being with you in person, I could tell this deeply bothers you. And I could tell some of these other things that get the clickbait titles that the world is running with. I don't think you give a fuck about those things as much. So, shit, if this is what your real agenda is or one of the main focuses, I think this is actually a good thing. And for the people who might be like, yo, well, he's erratic. He's all over the place. Again, maybe, you know, I don't want to speak into existence, but from all we've ever heard and seen, he's a good father. Like, you know, you could tell Northwest loves the hell out of him. Northwest is basically the female version of him. And his kids seem like they're very endearing to him, right? Now, his relationship with the mother of their child, that's, you know, his relationship with the rest of the family.
How do you choose your characters in this game? Shit.
So as long as he's being a good father, I think we should rock with him on this particular day, all right? Anyway, welcome. I know this is mad late. Some of y'all are sleeping. 1:36 on the East Coast. I still got the roll call. Where y'all checking in from? Where y'all watching from? Please let me know. See, somebody said they just got off a flight from Houston, so just in a time. What about y'all? Where y'all at? Somebody said free Diddy. Holy. You know we're literally 6 days as we stand up. 6 days from his trial start. Yeah. Nebraska.
So you got a randomizer.
Nebraska, is that Omaha, Nebraska? We're not big. Okay, we got a truck driver from DMV. We got Toronto in the building. Virginia in the building. Holy, Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Phoenix, Tampa. I gotta make my way to Tampa. You know, I was gonna do an IRL stream last night. I happened to not go over 6 nights before. Me and 6 were gonna do like, I think you guys liked when we did like that IRL.
Oh wait, huh?
Also, Orlando. A lot of music. I gotta touch that Orlando. Got you. Orlando, Tampa. There's a lot of talent for that. I mean, I ain't talking about musicians. Last time I've been to Orlando, I was actually good in Tampa.
Hold on, chat. We're gonna have to do a little bit of researching.
What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be telling you how to get any skin for free right now, super easily and fast here in Fortnite 2025. So make sure you watch this video to the end if you want to find out how to get any skin for free on your Fortnite account. But just before we get into it, I would like to let you guys know that I do gift my subscribers all the time here on the channel. So of course, if you would like the chance to receive a free gift here in Fortnite, all you guys have to do is smash the like button down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on. Once you've done that, comment your Epic Games username down below in the comment section so I can add you guys on Fortnite, and of course send you a free gift. But yeah, as you guys know, 2025 is finally here, which is absolutely insane, and one of the questions I keep getting asked here in 2025 is, how do you actually go ahead and get free skins on your Fortnite account? Because guys, as you know, skins are probably one of the coolest, but also one of the most expensive things here inside of Fortnite, and every Fortnite player just wants to know, how can they actually get free skins on their account? And guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you the best working legitimate methods of getting free skins here in Fortnite 2025 right now, and this isn't one of those fake clickbait videos. I'm going to be showing you some real working methods of getting free skins right now, so make sure you watch all the way to the end. But first, I want every single person watching this video to rate my skin collection out of 10 right now down below. As you guys can see, I've got a ton of skins on my Fortnite account. I want every single person watching to working method of getting free skins here in Fortnite 2025, and the first working method is by competing in the Fortnite free skin cups. Of course, if you guys didn't know, every now and then, Fortnite hosts free skin cups in the game, which give players a chance to win completely free skins on their Fortnite account. For example, we recently just had the OG Community Cup, guys, and basically, one of the prizes in this cup was the Sergey outfit. As you guys can see, that skin, in the screen picture of this cup is a free skin reward that was available to every player who placed the top 100 in the OG Community Cup, which is absolutely insane. So of course, guys, yeah, this is literally one of the best methods of getting free skins on your Fortnite account, because Fortnite holds these free skin cups all the time. It's crazy, and with these free skin cups, you can literally win so many different skins for free, and that is one of the first and one of my personal favorite best methods of getting free skins on your account. I've literally got so many free skins from the Fortnite cups, it's insane. But guys, if you're not that much of a competitive player and you don't think you can place well enough in the cups, do not worry, because this next method is one of my personal favorites as well, and it guarantees you a free skin in Fortnite every single month. How crazy is that? That is right, you might be wondering, how do I get a free skin in Fortnite every single month? And that is basically with the Fortnite Crew subscription. If you guys didn't know, the Fortnite Crew is a monthly subscription service here inside of Fortnite, and with the Fortnite Crew, you actually get a completely free skin every single month, which is absolutely insane. So of course, yeah, if you didn't know, guys, if you're a member of the Fortnite Crew, you get a new free crew skin pack every single month in the game, and with this free crew pack, you get a free skin on your Fortnite account. Not only that, but with the Fortnite Crew, you also get free V-Bucks, free battle passes, and of course the free skin. It's just a win-win, and the Fortnite Crew subscription is a guaranteed way to get one free skin on your account every single month. So I'd recommend everyone signs up for the Fortnite Crew if you want a free skin on your Fortnite account every single month. But guys, if you don't want to be a member of the Fortnite Crew, do not worry, because this next way of getting free skins is a great way that allows you to get so many skins for free, and that is by being a member of PlayStation Plus. Now of course, guys, sadly, this one is specifically for all my PlayStation players. For example, this skin, I've got a bunch of these free, guys. If you're not a member, completely free method, all you guys have to do is complete all the quests and challenges here inside of Fortnite. Now of course, guys, every single season Fortnite basically has a new free skin, and to get this skin, all you have to do is complete the challenges in game. So for example, guys, this season we have the free Godzilla Evolved skin here inside of Fortnite. Take a look, guys, the Godzilla Evolved skin right there, which is crazy, and this is a completely free skin obtainable for every single Fortnite player right now. And to get this skin for free on your account, all you guys have to do is just complete the quest challenges to gain the skin, and you'll unlock all these rewards here, including the back bling, the wrap, and then you'll also get a completely free skin on your account, which is crazy. And Fortnite has one of these free skins every single season. This season, it just happens to be the Godzilla skin. So of course, yeah, to get that Godzilla skin, all you guys have to do is just complete the challenges and boom, just like that, you will unlock the Godzilla skin on your Fortnite account, which is crazy. But guys, this final method of getting free skins on your Fortnite account here in 2025 is the best working method, and with this method, you can actually get any skin you want for completely free from the Fortnite item shop. That is right, guys, this is not fake, this is not clickbait. With this final method, guys, you can actually go ahead and get any skin you want for free from the Fortnite item shop. And you guys might be wondering, well, iMac, how does this work? And basically, guys, how this works is that I gift my subscribers every single day here on the channel. So that means every single day you have a chance to win a skin for completely free from the Fortnite item shop. So of course, guys, if you want the chance to get any skin you want gifted for free by me here in Fortnite, all you guys have to do is smash the like button down below, subscribe with the post notification bell turned on, and comment down below what skin you wanted from the shop, and that is another great way of getting any skin for free right now here in Fortnite 2025.
I tested the most viral Fortnite maps that promise to give you free skins and even free V-Bucks. And today, we're going to be finding out which ones are real or clickbait. Starting with... Alright, so first up, we have this free skin map that this guy's testing to see if it actually works. So he goes up there, he finds a secret room, he emotes. There's an FNCS trophy, and then he teleports to all these free skins. What? Look at that. There's Travis Scott, there's John Wick, and then there's a gift to interact with. What's in there? 50,000 free V-Bucks. All right, there's no way this works, so we gotta go try it. All right, so here's the map code. I just typed it in. The Cube All Weapons Free-for-All. Let's go and see if we get these free skins and free V-Bucks. All right, so we're in, and it looks just like what it said on the video. There's a vault right here with the 30-minute timer for all of this stuff, and then there's just a bunch of stuff to use on the map. And what is this? This is a robot or something. That's pretty cool. And there's no V-Buck vending machines here, but who knows, there could be some secrets, so that's why I gotta look. And where was he in the video? Oh, I think he went up here. It was something with these cubes. It was in front of like a white one. Oh, here's a secret room. All right, let's go. Let's see what's here. And he ran up to it and it opened. But usually on these maps, there's usually a timer right here and then it opens, but there's literally nothing here. Oh, I emoted. Oh, there it opened. Okay, so here it is, the vault, and that's the FNCS trophy. Okay, we got to interact with that to get to the real secret room, and there's a 30-minute timer here. Awesome. So we're gonna have to wait 29 minutes to get to the secret room with the free skins and the free V-Bucks. But of course, I have to let you guys know if this really works, so I'm gonna wait the 30 minutes and I'll be back. And every map we try out in this video that has a timer, I will be waiting for to see if they all work. So make sure to watch until the very end. All right, so we're back after 30 minutes and the timer is about to finish. 3, 2, 1, and it's stuck at 0. What? Can we still get in? Oh, okay, we can still get in. So here is the FNCS trophy. This is gonna take us to the secret room with all the free skins and the 50,000 V-Bucks on the vending machine. So before we go, let's just check if there's anything else in this secret room. I don't think there's any extra secret buttons. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. It did nothing. What? Let's try it again. It doesn't take me anywhere. What? So I waited 30 minutes for nothing? Let me see. There has to be another button. Like, what about, like, another corner? Like, what if I emote right here? No, no button. No. Maybe I'm missing something? I don't know. The only other button here is to go back to spawn. So we waited 30 minutes for this to open, and the FNCS trophy, it doesn't take us to the room. Timers are done. All right, we're back, and it looks like the back timer is done, which is sure. All right, so iconic, and then there's a bunch more exclusive skins like clicks. Is that Mr. Beast? What? Okay, so let's try. What do we have to do? Okay, so we have to interact with them, and they take like a really long time. Okay, it's about to be done, and okay, it's switched on. So since these take so long, these are portals instead of switches, so I'm only gonna pick like 2 more maybe that I really like. So ooh, let's do Ninja, because you know the low taper fade, it's not massive anymore, sadly. That meme kind of died. All right, Ninja is switched on, and then let's do Nick A30. Why not? All right, it's about to be done, and boom, it's switched switched on. You think you're the king? I'm the king. And then let's do one up top, Mr. Beast. All right, Mr. Beast. Boom. Okay, that's on. And now let's try, what about Black Knight? So these you just go through, and I'm not switching to the skin. Maybe going through like unlocks it, and I get it when I back out. But I'm going through all these. Something happens. Like, look, you can see it flashes. So maybe that's unlocking. I'm not sure. Okay, and then it looks like this reset again, so we can't even get out. And then I'm pretty sure on the video it said just to back out and you'll get all the skins. So we're back in the map. I don't think there's anything else here, so let's back out. Let's see if we got any skins that we chose. Okay, we're back in lobby, and I didn't get any reward screen like the guy in the video. Let me check. I have Nick A30, but that was because I had him already. What about Mr. Beast? No, I don't have Mr. Beast. Who else? Ninja? Yeah, I didn't get.
None of these shits work, do they? Great.
What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be telling you how to get any skin for free right now. Super easy. What's up, guys? In this and legitimate ways. This is not fake, this is not clickbait. With a lot of the cups here in Fortnite, it literally gives you the chance to win free skins on your account without even doing anything. For example, guys, if we take a look right here, we've got the Champion Siren FNCS Cup. So of course, guys, if we click on the cup, it does go ahead and say, form a duo and play in this single round tournament to win access to the FNCS Major 2 bundle. And of course, guys, in the FNCS Major 2 bundle, you literally get that skin right there, the Champion Siren skin, for completely free. How crazy is that? That is right, guys. There is no catches. It is not fake. All you guys have to do is compete in this tournament, and if you do well enough, you will win the Champion Siren skin for completely free. Of course, guys, if we look over, there's a few more here as well. I think let's just take a look, guys. I think there's another one. So of course, you've also got the Champion Sparkplug skin as well. So this is another tournament, guys, and with this tournament, you have the chance to win the Champion Sparkplug skin for completely free, which is just absolutely insane. Again, guys, it's a duos tournament, and if you do well enough, you will get early access to the FNCS Major 3 bundle, which includes the Champion Sparkplug skin. And I think there's one more. So of course there is one more again, guys. We've got the Champion Stash skin. So there's literally 3 free skins you guys can get on your Fortnite accounts right now, guys, by competing in these cups. And Fortnite holds these free skin cups all the time, guys. So that is one of the best working ways of getting free skins on your Fortnite account. But guys, if you're maybe not good enough to win skins for free in the cup, I've got another great method of getting free skins on your Fortnite account right now, and a lot of people actually don't know about this method which is kind of sad. And this method is the Fortnite Crew subscription. How crazy is that? That is right, if you guys didn't know, the Fortnite Crew is a month-to-month subscription service here inside of Fortnite, and with the Fortnite Crew subscription, you actually get a free skin bundle on your account for completely free every single month, guys. That is right, there is no
big news on a popular weight loss medication and some make-a-wish magic from our friend Luke Bryan. After school tragedy, at least 4 young students killed when a car drove through a daycare. This morning, what we know about the driver and the victims, girls ages 4 to 18.
More than 50 million Americans in the storm zone.
Look at that tornado.
After 2 tornadoes, golf ball-sized hail in Oklahoma.
All right, we're in it.
Ginger tracking the threat, stretching across at least 14 states from Texas to New York, plus flash floods.
Aircraft overboard. A $70 million U.S. fighter jet falling off an aircraft carrier into the Red Sea. 2 sailors escaping.
Look me in the eyes, you know I ball.
One Lottery app, an official partner of Barstool Sports. So make sure y'all download that Jack Pocket app. You hear me? Put in code Gilly. Get your
own people, and you do it. I lose respect for you, Joe. I can't.
So you thinking that he should be more Stuart Scott, Ahmad Rashad?
Well, I think Stuart Scott was a guy that was fair. And I think by his personality being what it was, the bosses really would have a problem getting him to be anything other than what he is. Stephen
gotta
A. is
understand,
what
too,
he is, but
you got to understand, too, it's a little bland when you say LeBron James is the greatest player that ever played the game. That's it.
Who said that?
What I'm saying is, Steve always got, LeBron is the best, but.
Oh, yeah, I get what you said.
But. Such and such is the, but.
Yeah.
So, it's all about ratings, man. Like, you look at what's going on right now, right? With what was going on in the draft with Shedeur Sanders, right? Okay. We can talk about this kid that goes to Texas, but how big is his story? Nobody knows him. They just know he played football. We know this kid background. We know his father. We know how he grew up. We know. So to wake up every day when the draft is coming up, who we got to talk about? We got to talk about Shedeur Sanders. And then every day you need something to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So today we're gonna talk about his draft stock might be dropping because he's arrogant. Throw that out there. Well, I heard his draft stock is dropping because they say he's arrogant. Okay, the next day we need something else to talk about. Say he might be falling in the draft because the other kid, Jackson Dart, looked good. Okay, now after a month of this, you looking like a villain and you ain't even did nothing but did everything you were supposed to do to be successful in life. But this is the shit that brings the ratings in.
Well, how can Shedeur Sanders not be arrogant? He didn't grow up broke. All the kids I know who grew up with money got an arrogance to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of arrogance when I say that. But when you grow up not hurting for nothing, you don't grow up like everybody else. In fact, you are disabled most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But I still think he should have won in the first round.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
But what I'm saying is, with them systems, it's all about the ratings and what drive the ratings. So, when he got to talk about LeBron, that shit drive the ratings, man. And obviously, the ratings must be good because they just gave him $100 and something million.
I know he got some real power because they always show him from an angle in the front. Because if you see him from the back on the top, it'll bring his ratings down because that hole back there.
He got that bird nest.
He need to go and wear baseball caps on.
No, he need to Steve. Come on over, Steve. Come on, man. Fuck
Go
it,
and
man.
get ball, Steve.
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
Let it go, Steve. Let that shit go.
Headlines and TKO.
I didn't know it was that bad till one day I saw it. Wait, he was somewhere where they showed the top. I said, "Hey, the back go too." Oh man.
Let me ask you a question, man. Just hilarious, man.
Less hilarious.
You know Jess, our girl, man. What's the
Don't
issue?
do that, yeah.
What's the issue?
Listen, man, I always get that.
We fixing all the problems right now with Corey Holcomb today.
Man. Did y'all ask her that?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, I'm the man, and the woman gets the grace. But it's always been her having an issue with me, and I respond because I don't know her, so I'm going to ride her
But
back.
you started it off, though.
What did I do to start it?
You started off. She posted a picture before. You just started off out of nowhere. You went at her.
So if you see a woman basically naked on there with her son who couldn't be no more than 4, 5, 6, you telling me that ain't no subject that I'm going to talk about? I mean, come on. But I didn't know her, so it wasn't personal.
Uh-huh.
She took it personal and started lying. Oh, he don't know his kids or whatever with his kids are. And of course, I'm like, oh, okay, this what we doing? Because this what we do.
But
she don't owe me nothing, I don't owe her nothing.
It's not
But
serious.
trust me, she was the aggressor.
So
I could laugh shit off. I don't know you to be mad at you, lady. Even to this day, I've never met you.
Y'all never met each other?
I've never met her. I worked on a show with her one time. And I didn't look for her, but I was there when she was there, but I didn't want to say nothing because, you be like, man, if it's smoke, I don't want to talk to no, especially a woman, because all a woman got to do is say he did this. So I don't know that girl. And I don't believe that she's approachable to talk to.
No, she good people. She good people.
To y'all.
I'm telling
Don't
you.
She's good
forget,
people.
y'all shit going on.
No, but even before on our journey, she always was good people.
That's not what I heard. And I know people who knew her from the rock bottom.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to remember, this is going to be cool with y'all. Remember that y'all celebrities. Y'all are icons in the black community and above. So how people act with y'all, you got to remember. They don't be like this. But if you wasn't who you were right now, you'll just be a nigga out here. She'll be like this.
And I'm going to just say this, right? Because I don't even know the issue what happened with your picture, none of that. But what I'm going to say this, right? As comedians, and I'm not a comedian, but you can roast me at any time.
You can roast me too.
I don't give a fuck.
You got self-confidence.
Roast me all the time. I get roasted every day.
If you get caught out there slipping, you throw a fucked up picture up, you whatever it is.
Yeah.
And another comedian jump on your ass, you got to be able to swallow that pill. Because you and talk about people for a living. That's part of being a comedian. So when comedians get oversensitive about something, it just don't make no sense to me. It's like
everything you do on the internet is part of the game. We can talk about it. And if you get mad, that shows that you ain't ready for the game.
Yeah,
get off the internet, especially putting your son on the internet with no clothes on.
But not even
I'm going to talk about that every time.
But not even the internet. Outside of the just situation y'all had, which you said ain't nothing. The issue is, in our community, around the way, anything you did, you got roasted for.
Right.
We roast each other in the black community.
That's what we did.
Like we would
come outside with some up sneakers on, man. Then they got some kangaroo boots
you
on.
get roasted.
Last night at the funeral, this had on the coldest suit you ever saw. Man, this suit was bad. We talked about his at the cemetery while we was putting the homie up. Yeah. What the fuck this nigga got on at the funeral? This is what we do.
That's exactly.
We don't switch it up on nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what we do. But I don't prey on the weak. That's what I want. If I feel like if I say something about somebody and I can tell they don't like that, I'll bag off because I ain't that type of dude. But I get that type of reputation, and in a way I be like, oh my fuck, get the out of here.
Let me just say this too, man.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is sponsored by Ro, and I'm a Ro partner. One thing about Ro Sparks, if you having ED problems, one thing it'll do, it'll help you out. One thing about Ro Sparks, you get the direction you've been wanted. Ro connect guys with medical providers 100% online, so you don't have to have them awkward in-person conversations. Ro Sparks is gonna change your life. It's gonna change the energy in the bedroom. It's gonna have us talking to you different, looking at you different. Ro Sparks is a great thing. And the thing about Ro Sparks, it dissolves right under your tongue. One thing about dissolving treatment, it hit the bloodstream like, I'm talking about like, as soon as you put it under your tongue, that Ro Sparks, put it up under your tongue and it be like, it hits your bloodstream, game time. Hey. You ready? I'm talking about you ready to play, and you ready to play big. You're gonna win a Super Bowl of life. Ro Sparks work in 15 minutes on average. I'm talking about like this on average. You know, I can't say, like, you know, different strokes for different folks, but, you know, it's going to work and you're going to be ready to get busy. Ro stays in your system for 36 hours, so you go back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I'm talking about 100% online health provider to tell them your needs, tell them what you're going through to make you better. If you approve, treatment shipped directly to your door. Nobody knows what's going on but you. What are you waiting for? If prescribed, new sexual health patients get 15% off Sparks recurring plans. Connect with a provider at ro.co/MDWOG to find out if prescription Ro Sparks is right for you. That's ro.co/MDWOG for $15 off your first order.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. According to research, a major challenge that many employees face is the pressure to hire quickly. And it is a tough hurdle to overcome, because it's so time-consuming to search for great candidates. And sort through applications. Well, if you're an employer who can relate, I have one question for you. Have you tried ZipRecruiter? ZipRecruiter has figured out how to solve this very problem. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate within the first day. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Just download ZipRecruiter.com/game. That's ZipRecruiter.com/game. ZipRecruiter is the hiring site employers prefer the most based on G2. How fast does ZipRecruiter smart technology start showing your job to qualified candidates? Immediately. So if you are an employer and you need a great employee, you don't have to be searching forever now. It's a new way to find employees. That's ZipRecruiter. So see for yourself and try ZipRecruiter.com/game right now for free. So head over to ZipRecruiter.com/game and find you some great employees. ZipRecruiter, the best way to hire. Right. I seen a video, man, the other day popped up on my phone, man.
That's live. No, go ahead.
No. And I'm talking about you. It was you. It was Aries Spears, and it was some light skin.
Yeah, Zoe.
I never seen it.
He used to be like my guy, like, you know, on the internet with me like this.
Why you instigate that?
Why did I get the instigation shit? Aries came up there drunk. He called D. We still got the bottle of Tanqueray, the little corner he had left. He drunk this whole thing.
Why y'all keep it as a trophy?
Yeah. And we got the little thing with the blood on it where when Zoe beat him up, I couldn't believe he didn't swing back.
Let me ask you a question.
That's crazy, man.
What the
What's the issue with you and Aries Spears, man?
He came up there acting fool that day. And then I walk into his car, because I felt bad about what happened. But even though he did bring it on himself, he was talking crazy to that man. And first of all, how you let just beat you and don't swing back? But walk up to his car, damn, Aries, you want me to drive you home, man? And we'll have somebody just drive your car and all like that. Because, you know, he was, nah, I got it. I'm like, man, all right. Next thing you know, we getting letters from lawyers. I'm like, you did everything to ask for that whooping, and it's on air. You said to the man something like it was like he challenged him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to fight at my show because it brought lawyers in the mix. I had to spend money. You know what I'm saying? To put out the fires. I don't want nobody fighting. I'm old enough to know what a fight turns into nowadays when people hit each other. So I didn't want that to happen, but Aries talked up on that whooping, and then went and got some lawyers that he gave some money to one time, and then they couldn't find him after that. His own lawyers. Aries a whole to be honest, man. And I wouldn't say that out of no spite, just what he did right there, because he always used to call me to come on the show, but I used to be like, oh, this Aries, he gonna start shit. I ain't think, but this is why I fucked up. I thought he wouldn't start this with me. I thought, oh, he can't do it. What he gonna do? That's what I'm thinking. What he gonna do? And then that shit happened. Because I know Aries beats up people. Damn. Little motherfucker. Aries beat little ass. He'll run up on you, Gil. But
I'm just saying.
He might look you in the eye and be like, oh, this nigga ain't scared.
Fuck you talking about? What's wrong with you?
He took a bat to his wife.
Damn.
Let me tell you how we found this out. You know when you put a case on somebody that you get to go into their life. Mm-hmm. Aries, you really, I know you sick, boy. That's why I ain't tripping on Aries. I ain't mad at Aries. That happened it was one incident. What am I holding one incident against the man forever? It's just if he around,
how you gonna
I'm
hold
worried
an
about
incident
drama.
when he took a loss?
He got whooped up there, man, and anybody can take a whooping, but
he talking about I'm gonna hold an incident against him something one time.
I just can't have him around me because I know what he do.
In the back of you.
After that happened, we was going to radio stations, and radio stations was like, yeah, he got into a fight with my guy. This one guy in California, a little guy, he hit him. Aries fight little.
What?
That's what he do. He fight little. I have never seen Aries square up with a man his size.
Damn.
He always go with the odds. Well, don't you know some of these know how to fight?
Listen, man.
I know about 5'4". You don't want it.
This is what I want to know.
Listen, man.
Who is your top 5 favorite comedians of all time?
I don't know, man. It's like I always throw Richard Pryor and Red Fox.
Legend.
And this the sleeper. Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, Rodney's a monster.
Motherfuckers don't know about Rodney Dangerfield.
was
They
a
need to go
monster. I
back and
used to
watch
see
some
shit.
old Rodney Dangerfield so you can get some laughs. I'm talking about just joke after joke.
And every movie he played in.
They was all funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, you ain't like Andrew Dice?
Andrew Dice Clay, he was good. He wasn't super strong with his material, but he had good stage presence and
Yeah.
he was
Smoking a
unforgettable.
cigarette, yeah.
But when I saw him one day out there, I live in California, so I be seeing these guys. And I didn't know that
You
was
seen
him.
him at the party. Nigga.
Yeah, he was
No,
at the
I
party.
seen him at the grocery store. And he
Black
was just
door.
you see him when he not in costume.
Yeah.
Just a little bitty Jewish guy.
Andrew
I'm
Dice Clay.
like, that's Andrew Dice Clay. Oh my God. Oh, beat his ass. No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just saying. He's just a little guy. It's like, I'm used to seeing, hey, I'm Dice Clay. But then when I saw him at the grocery store, I was like,
All right, so you gave me, you got 3.
oh, I got 3. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's like,
Come on, man. You got to
after
put
them
Eddie
3
and Martin
right
in
there.
there. You know
Who else?
Eddie Murphy and Martin, man. Fuck we
I
talking
can't
about.
take nothing away from Eddie Murphy, man. Eddie Murphy's specials was funny, man.
Yeah.
I can't take nothing away from Eddie Murphy. But the reason I say those 3, why I stand on it, because I don't think it's no doubt those are going to be in a lot of people top 5, black and white.
And
I
nobody
used to
can
like
fuck with
Bob
Eddie
Hope,
Murphy,
but
man.
he was evil as fuck. Who y'all make me out to be, it's Don Rickles. Who y'all make me out to be, that's who Don Rickles really was. That was the meanest could ever do comedy. If you ain't got shit to do, just pull up Don Rickles doing comedy, because he talk about everybody.
No, see, we don't think that.
Black, white, Mexican,
I
it
don't
don't
put
matter.
you in no certain category.
No.
I just think that you're an extremely talented brother that if you just added just a little bit of seasonings to
What
your
seasonings?
shit, just a little,
He learned that at the party.
just a little bit of seasonings to your shit.
What seasons? Where you kind of like be nice? You mean like that?
No, when you kind of say like this in a little better way.
Okay, so what's disrespectful that I say? I love this part.
What you mean was disrespectful? Ari Spears beat up little bit.
But it's the truth. It's a fact. Ari Spears fight men 5'4" and women.
He fight this size.
I'm 5'9.5".
No, you're
nigga.
not. You 5'3".
Fuck you
Shut
talking
up.
about, nigga. Let me
Harry
show you
beat the shit
something.
out of you. Harry beat the shit out of
Let
you.
me show you something. It look light, but it's heavy though. You see that? You see that?
Your tattoos might scare Aries. Aries is a little, really, he's
Leave
just
that brother
a
alone.
spoiled
See,
kid.
leave that brother alone, man.
Why
We
if he
here-
was here, I'd say it.
Listen. I'm asking you about certain people.
Let me tell you
because
something. If he
I
was
wanna
here,
put-
I'd say it.
I want to
Now,
put
you know
it
who I
this-
said something about that I probably wouldn't say if I was in his face? Will Smith.
What you say about Will Smith?
Will beat
I
you
said
the fuck
something
up.
about Will Smith. I said, like, because I was very frustrated when that dude, August, went over his house and had a field day.
Come
And,
on, man. Come on, man.
We're not doing
Hold on, now I know he from Philly, so that's y'all guy, right?
We ain't doing that, man. I don't know what you talking about, man.
What you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
We don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about that?
No.
Oh,
Pass.
okay. What
But
about
let me
what
ask you a
about?
question. Let me ask you a question. Let me.
You don't want to talk about that.
Let me
shit.
ask you a question.
But I would look. I've
Let
been
me ask
up
you a
close
question.
on Will before. I'm like, man, this ain't no little.
Yeah, Will would have hit you with
Will cheer up, man.
No, I be scared to
I was
fight
there. I'd have
Will.
rolled on you.
Yeah, so
He might
listen.
do some prison shit to me.
Listen, he crazy. Listen.
Oh, he'd do some prison.
No, I wouldn't do that.
One time in jail, he knocked the nigga out.
Now-
Nigga woke up pregnant.
Now,
I saw him. He knocked these out, pulled their pants down, and spit in their booty.
yo, you wild.
You
No,
seen
this
that?
really
You
happened.
wild.
And then I found out why
You
he
wild.
did that.
You
In
seen
wild.
that?
jail, sometimes
you
they
lying.
do that.
You lying.
So the kid,
Fucking lying.
for the kid had to be done, and your family find out you had to take a kid. That's what I heard. I ain't know
You
why he
lying.
spit in their booty.
Yo, he lied. He
Hey,
lied.
man, look. No, I ain't
He
never
was some
been to
jail. Man,
Yeah,
he was
no,
some jail.
You know what I was talking
You got
about?
some
No, I don't know nothing about that.
Throw me in jail.
Of course, we all got friends that. And then when they get out, you try to be cool with them, but after a while, you
What
gotta
he
be like,
said?
"Nigga, I can't."
What happened to one of your
What
homies that
happened?
come over?
What happened?
What you mean?
Why you couldn't be cool with him when he came home?
Be wild.
Like, what's
Motherfucker-
wild?
You already know. Uber Eats is dropping heat every week. The limited time collabs you can't get anywhere else. This week, they've teamed up with KFC to bring back a fan favorite that hasn't hit the scene in over 5 years, chicken and waffles. Now, we don't have the waffles on set today because the drop officially goes live tomorrow. but we do have KFC iconic tenders in the studio. Starting tomorrow, you can get the chicken and waffles combo at participating KFC locations nationwide. But if you want it delivered, that's exclusively through Uber Eats. No other app got it, just Uber Eats. Uber Eats, stay tuned, stay hungry for the next drop.
I ain't living no life where I'm finna be locked up on no Debo type.
Yeah, homies that was Debo?
Man, come on, man. It's some wild, man. I know this was doing comedy. Only reason he ain't doing comedy now, because he locked up again.
What happened?
This would be the double murder.
What happened, though?
What you mean?
Like, why he go back? Like, he was doing comedy. How did it
Why
go?
y'all asking this? You know, some out here who flat out wild. Like, they be your friends. You know them. They your friends, but you be like, this is a murderous fucker.
Yeah.
Come on, this is how it go. If you grew up in inner city USA, and now I say even the suburbs, you know a that you really scared of.
Super
not
cool.
scared like woo woo woo, because if you gotta go to war, you gotta go to war. But I'm saying this is wild. My homeboy, last time we was in Chicago, me and my guy, like, we was hanging out. But we got another homeboy who played at the junior college with us.
Okay.
Man, this fucker's still wild. I'm 55. This fucking wild, dog. This fucking in the stove, walking up to the stove. But he big. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do nothing
and everybody
about
was looking at him like, and you just be like, I can't fuck with you, man. Who they gonna sue? They gonna sue me. They gonna sue me.
Yeah.
Everybody was looking like, what's wrong with your boy? I'm like, this been like that since we were. Yup.
Some niggas grow up, though.
Naturally.
Some
You can
motherfuckers
say he
don't.
ain't grow up. This fucker, man, this fucker wild. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't even say his name because he'll be mad at me.
No, that's how he was.
You know
man.
how we became best friends?
How?
We was on the basketball team and he was stealing on everybody on the squad. And I remember he was coming my way. I was like, Bob. We've been best friends ever since.
He was gonna whip your ass.
I love this man, but he wild.
He beat you up during high school.
Did he
Nah,
go
he
to
can't-
jail?
I ain't-
Did he go
I
to
wasn't
jail?
no easy win.
No,
Did he go to
beat you up, though.
He spent some time, especially when he was younger. Is it the Audi home out here?
Oh, they ain't out here.
What they call it out here when you young and you be in the system?
Oh, like juvenile facility.
Yeah.
See, it reminded me of him because back in the day, man, he get a little cord up in him, man. He back in the day, he get a little cord, you know what I mean? Because they used to call him Powder Man back in the day.
That was your nickname?
So I didn't know what was going on because every time we go somewhere, he'd just be getting tough for no reason. I'm like this back in the day, you like 4, it was like 4-3. We go in the neighborhoods, he getting tough. Yeah, what? What'd you say? I'm like, come on, cuz, stop that. Because I'm going to leave you. Said, these dudes coming out the store, I'm leaving you. He would say tough to people. He'd say tough to people that don't make no sense.
He always was.
Yeah, what?
You know this dude I'm talking about? He don't do nothing. All he do drink water. That's why he's still cut up. And it ain't from that weightlifting. It's just he naturally.
And it wasn't in jail?
He ain't never really been down for real. He always
So
get
what do
in
he do
trouble
with
and
life?
beat it. Huh?
What do he do with his life?
He find ways.
Just drink
like-
water and chill.
Man, he find ways. He still be hooping.
50-something hooping?
Man, Nate. I said his name.
Oh,
Goddamn,
damn,
Nate.
Nate.
Nate gonna be mad at me, but I love Nate. That's my man.
He try to clean up that.
No, I am trying to clean it up a little bit, but Nate, wow.
That bro.
Nate, we be like,
That's
Nate,
how he was.
You can't
we was
grab
young.
people.
He was wild. That's why they says that the 20 to 53, 19 to 53 years.
No, I
Y'all
wasn't
know a
wild.
comedian named Jimmy
17.
Martinez?
No, what's up with him?
Jimmy, another big dude. He a wild boy too. So one day I had
How
them
you
out
know all
of
these
town.
wild boys? Like, what's going on? What happened to L.A.?
Hey man, no, Jimmy live in New York City.
Oh, shit.
And it was so funny. One day I had Nate and Jimmy in the car. And Nate gonna try you.
Nate still on that.
Gonna try you. And he did this to Jimmy. And Jimmy had that look. And I was like, that was my first time seeing Nate like, oh.
They start bitching.
Because they both big as hell.
They start bitching.
Nate
He
met
didn't
his
really
match.
bitch, but Nate knew. He was like, okay.
That's
We
crazy.
had to
Nate
tear his
back down
car.
like a in a bank robbery.
All right, I'm gonna give you options, right? You pick
Fuck you,
one.
Nate.
Nate gonna fuck you. I'm gonna give you options.
I be scared of Nate's teeth. They little and yellow. You got the little yellow teeth.
Big dude.
Little chiclets.
Yeah.
Big with little yellow chiclets.
Yeah.
You got to pick one or the other, right? This gonna be simple. As simple as you want it to be. Mike Epps, Martin Lawrence.
Mike Epps.
That's a fun. I'm new. You had to pick
Let me
Mike.
tell you why you say Mike Epps.
Mike's fun.
He got more street in him.
He got that round the way funny, man. That shit
Yeah.
different. His
Mike
shit
Epps
is,
is-
I love Mike Epps.
Mike Epps, man, let me tell you something, man. All them guys who still in the streets gonna be funnier than the guys that's hiding out in Brentwood.
Why?
Because the streets is gonna show you something every day that you can turn into something that the people can relate to. If you hiding
Material.
out, like, look, I hope he don't be mad at me for saying this. One of the funniest comics ever, Cedric the Entertainer. Still is one of the funniest comics, but old St. Louis said
It's different.
couldn't nobody touch him. Couldn't nobody touch St. Louis in the streets, Cedric the Entertainer.
Because when you going to,
I add him.
so when you going to the
To one of my
barbershops,
top ones.
you going to the cookouts, you getting all that material. You hanging
Being around the people.
the speakeasy, the
If you
gambling
ain't around
house.
the people, dog, you gonna fall off, dog. Because you ain't gonna talk
Speakeasy.
about that stuff you around.
Speakeasy. You can't talk about the stuff in
Big Easy. You know that nigga did 1,000
No,
years.
you know they had
in
a
jail.
corn liquor in there. That's where they got the corn liquor and all that. Now you go to, I'm saying.
Nigga said speak.
You slide up in there, get a gallon of corn liquor for grandma. Or your
Gallon,
uncle.
damn.
It ain't, what?
I ain't up on the corn lick. What is that?
You don't know what corn liquor is?
No.
Man, that's another
Oh my
story.
God, you don't know what corn liquor is?
That sounds like some shit at
That's,
a Diddy
that's like
party.
moonshine.
that
No,
shit-
no,
it's
not.
moonshine. You don't know what moonshine is?
You was at that
You
party.
was at a party, nigga.
You was at a lot of
I
parties.
ain't going to party, Joe.
Yes,
If I
you
did,
did,
I'd
nigga.
stat on it. I ain't embarrassed about nothing
You
I
from
ever
Chicago.
did.
You ever been
even
to
though
R-
there's a lot
you
of
ever been
stuff
to
I
R.
wish I
Kelly?
What
could
stopped you from going to that party?
I
Keep it
felt
real.
the vibe.
Yeah,
No,
all
no,
right.
let me ask you a question. Listen.
Slap you on
Look,
the
look.
ass out
Let me
front.
ask you back in the day.
Donnell Rollins went in there.
Oh, Ashley, he always on.
Ashley Larry.
Ashley Larry with everything. He's listen.
What you mean?
Somebody
with
said they
everything?
saw him leaving the party like that shit don't hurt no more. Go ahead, my bad.
No, Donnell. No, that's how he. Listen, Donnell. Listen.
Stop that.
Ashley Larry, man.
Bring it.
Ashley Larry ain't got.
Hold on. What you got an issue with Donnell Rollins, too?
No,
huh?
he don't. No, he
Not
don't.
really, man. Look,
That's how.
man.
That's so Donnell will roast him too.
Donnell
Donnell
ain't gonna roast
crazy.
me. He gonna run out of
No,
No,
because
he-
Donnell went on the Breakfast Club and killed him.
He did a little bit, but that's
He
what you
killed
want
you.
to
I
say.
forgot.
Donnell.
I forgot.
see
He
what that
killed
nigga
you on the
number is.
Breakfast
I
Club.
love Charlamagne, but he enabled people to talk about me.
No, he don't.
He enabled people to talk about me, man. I ain't been on the Breakfast Club in a while, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, let them do what they do. I got a vehicle too. It's called a 5150 show, so I get to talk back.
Nigga, you put me on voice.
Who was that?
Donnell, look at this.
Man,
look
he
at this
got a
picture.
minute plan, dog. That fucker ain't finna answer that phone. He ain't gonna answer,
Come on,
dog.
man. You always try to be peacemaker, man. Stop that. Man.
Ashley Larry, man.
This gonna be so funny if he answer the phone, dog. It's too early LA time. He might be in LA, dog. He off that.
He gonna think this was a setup, man.
See, this is how nigga get big. He get big. He don't want to answer his phone no more.
I know somebody who can get in touch
How
with
you
him.
know him? You was locked up all them years, man.
Ashley, my man.
He was sitting between old
Yo,
boy
yo,
and-
listen. It's
Who
me-
is that?
it's
That
me-
dude,
it's
he
me-
finally
it's-
answered?
It's me and Gil here. What you mean bring the aggression down? Don't talk. Look who right here.
Who you peanut head?
Oh, nah, hang the phone up. Tell him the truth, son. Tell him the motherfucking truth. Y'all ain't gonna get no peace treaty on this shit. It's too far gone.
No, y'all got to get pieced up, man.
He don't want that, son.
What you mean I don't want that? I
You want
saw
peace.
you walk. Hey, hold on. I saw you walk in the mall and you had your son with you, and I said hello.
I think I said hello, but I wasn't gonna take a chance. Your bitch hit me on that in front of my son, so
But I ain't never that type of dude. I ain't that type of dude.
I know physical is physical. You got physical trauma, mental trauma, and mental abuse, son. And you're very abusive, son. And you're abusive to the ones that love you. And I had a conversation with you that day when we was at the Improv. When you said you think I'm jealous of you, I didn't understand where that came from. But I said our personalities are similar where we don't with each other. And I did apologize for yelling out. I did that. I said that. I did all the efforts. And we also had discussed the possibility of me coming on your podcast. And then it wouldn't stop. I did Ryan Cameron's show, and he had asked me about it. You came in behind me. Nothing bad to say or whatever. And then on that one, I wasn't thinking no violence. You said I'd kick his and all that stuff. And it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying, like, I ain't that type of guy.
I know, and I would fight back. But I don't understand what was the place when I was respectful to the situation. I told Ryan Cam, and he even played the video of me being neutral about it and explaining what my part of it was, and you still went in with that.
Hey, man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful and then be this who talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part. But you know, that's an unwritten comedy. It's an unwritten rule that you don't yell out at the comedians.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about it too, dog.
Explain. This is a good time to talk about it. Explain what I lied about. And now, if you think it's fair to bring my family with this and be critical, this is my problem. I don't give a we could beef, we could not with each other, but to bring my family into it, like that's the grimy part.
Hey, when it get grimy, it get grimy. When it get grimy, it get grimy. That's why I don't really like disrespecting people, because everything go when it go there. Everything go.
Well, if your character is people have relationship. If your character is kids are not off limit, then you got bigger problems than me talking about this right now.
Ain't nothing off limit when you talking crazy to me and you know we don't play like that. Ain't nothing off limit.
Okay, let me explain this. The crazy part, and this is my issue, and this is my issue with the whole thing about the whole thing. Everybody like, he hold his man down and everything. And I said this on every platform. The mother D-Ray Monday night, it ain't to blow up. It's for to work out. It's a room of 150 people. And you got Dave Chappelle and y'all be like, he on this, and he did all this for his career. You got a that can, and I was like, I said on platforms, if you want to be critical of him, you're going to be critical of him in the room. The phones ain't locked up.
This nigga took over the interview.
The phones ain't locked up. Up there just talk like people know. If you want to judge it like that, then go to an arena and judge it when I'm doing 25,000 people and everybody going crazy.
Okay, so look, let me ask you a question. Why you think Dave Chappelle ain't never said nothing about me, Slick, after I said he don't be ripping the mic?
The reason why, because you want the honest truth? You want the for real honest truth?
Why you asking me
questions? You ain't on this level. You not on this. What is Jay-Z saying?
So let's keep it there. Let's right. Why you said something though?
What he say? If I shoot you, I'm famous. Gilly, you a rapper. Picture that.
He's not no rapper. He ain't make it.
All right.
Right.
But the thing
Don't
is,
say all right, man.
I'm just saying.
Who does that? Him? Dave coming back. Who does that benefit? It don't benefit him.
Right. So why you say something?
What'd you say?
Let me say it slow. Why did you say something?
Because me and Dave don't got the same moral compass. I'm grimier than him. Dave is not grimy. Dave is looking at it like this. Why they need to entertain Corey and his dumb when I make $2 million in the arena? Donnell, he ain't even suggested to me, but I take offense to it. I don't know what you know. I don't know if you understand what having a real friend is, Corey. I don't know if you understand what.
Have you realized you just talking about people the whole time you on the thing? It's like it's almost like a brawl. You. I'm talking to you. Look, let me tell you something, man. You don't have the courage to be honest with me right now. Is it dope in your system right now?
Listen, I have the courage to answer, and I have the courage to answer everything honestly and to 100% of my knowledge. And why don't I have the courage?
Is it dope in your system right now?
No, it's not no dope in my system.
Oh man!
And you know what? And that's a nice way to divert and try to flip the script. What questions did you have? You asked me that I haven't answered honestly.
You just said it ain't no dope in your system, so what could I say? I ain't with you. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa. You know what?
I'm asking you.
Nah, you know what? The thing is, Corey, brother. You're doing great for yourself.
You can't dodge this question, because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
What question? What question?
Okay, I'll say it again. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man in any way?
Whoa, Corey. You know what? That's a question that only your fan base will be entertained.
Trying to dodge. What the? See, you ain't ready to talk to me for real. I know your problems.
No, sir. Have you?
He asked you the question. No, sir, not at all. No, sir. And you saw how I answered it right away? You had to build up the courage to lie.
No, I didn't. No, I had to hear what the you said, and that's
Get the fuck. You heard all the I said.
Fellas,
hey, dude, but look. Hey, man, look, I ain't mad at you, man, but I'm telling you, it's dangerous when you see people, if you start disrespecting them, man. I'm a comedian. I ain't no gangster, but I'm saying, like, in life, if you disrespect men, it can go real bad real fast. Because everybody
And guess what, Corey? You ain't the only person with that logic, and guess who else get it? You said the right word. You're not talking to no son. You act like you talking to a that ain't been through, that don't got relationships. I don't know what this notion of you talking this, and you said something he wouldn't have been able to.
But you already lied to me. Do you know who I know in New York who hang with you? I know how you move. And you lied and say you don't move like that. You probably dope sick right now. I ain't mad at you for that, but I'm saying if you ain't got the courage to say who you are, you probably not gonna get along with me.
You know what? I'm not gonna let you tell me who I am. And you have your audience, and they love the that you talk about. And it don't matter what you say. You're in a controlled environment when you do the podcast. They're going to say whatever. You're in an environment with those people. Everybody don't think like you. You got your percentage of people that think like you, the rival, all that. But I'm not the only person that don't think half the that you say is shit. And when I said on the yell, you are a provocateur. You are.
That's your word. That's probably the biggest word you know. Because you say it too much. You said that about a lot of people.
I said when it applies
That's your
to
big
people,
word, G.
It applies to people. And what you do, and you know how to stand it, you know how to move the needle. You know what you say is what I'm going to do. Half this shit I'm not here that you say, I'm like, for what?
I'm going to start spending money on followers like you.
The industry
and we're going to find out. All this stuff I asked you, remember you said you don't do it. Remember you said you don't do it. I'm going to hire somebody to follow you. I off money on stupid.
Oh, crazy. Y'all crazy.
We try to put a head.
No, this ain't the Breakfast Club where it's him and Les sitting there talking without me being there. It's me here, and I'm not being aggressive. I'm just asking you questions. I ain't mad at you.
But why you asking me if he gave something, if he got something?
They had nothing to do with nothing.
Hey, man, it was a picture of him sitting between the nigga legs and pool.
That's a good joke.
It's a joke?
We already talked about
Am I lying on you?
What? I already explained. Listen, man.
I already explained.
I explained.
Stop it, dog.
I explained that situation. I explained that trip and everything. But if that's the narrative you want to do, I don't give a fuck. And I didn't even care about talking to you now. It don't, like you said, it don't mean nothing to you. It's a lot of things I want to react to. I don't do it. I say, I let that nigga do his thing, do his thing, I do my thing. That's it. And like you say, nothing is off limits. I do consider certain things off limits. And if you want to sit up here and tell everybody, but you don't care about what nobody think about you, that's where your honesty comes from. But if you...
Well, I didn't say... Did I say I don't care what nobody think about me? I don't know. It matters, but I'm saying, like, with you, it's always been envy. Because I'm the guy... I ain't with Dave Chappelle traveling, nor would you with Dave Chappelle because you great to open. You an opener. You don't close out tours and stuff like that. They be like, yeah, put him on. Let him go up there and say something in the beginning.
All right, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna yell.
Yeah, okay then. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher go up there who going home with the money.
I'm gonna be smart to raise my hand. Guess what? I don't open for anybody.
What?
You ever see me? Listen to what I'm saying.
Did you just say you don't open for anybody?
Do you want to listen to what I'm saying? I said I don't open for anybody. I ain't gonna open for you. I ain't gonna open for nobody on that. Do I open for Dave Chappelle? Yes.
You just said you don't open for nobody. What's wrong with you?
Man, you listen. You know what? You're not listening to what I said.
I just heard him say it. Anyway, I ain't mad at you,
Let me ask
dude.
this question. I don't open for just anybody. I missed the word.
Oh, okay. You fixed it. I'll give you
I
that.
missed the word. And I headline. I do my own thing. I don't do these. I ain't doing all these packages, shows. I don't do my doing sometimes, but I do nice for myself. I do my and my is for everybody. But I'm saying
You say what is for everybody?
my comedy and my show.
Ain't none of us for everybody. I done had nights where I piss off people, but I could stand on it because it worked for me. You can't say you for everybody. What happened at the Comedy Store?
What'd you say?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store. It was all over the internet. It was a bad night, right?
Guess what? The Comedy Store, I embodied your personality. Didn't give
crazy.
Why don't
So
y'all just
I
have a
did
battle?
that.
Why don't y'all just have a battle, man, a standoff, a slam battle? Or something? Did they do that?
I've suggested that.
Oh, you called him out? She was bitching. You was bitching, Corey. He called you out, man.
If I thought he was a strong comic, I would go for it. But
Fuck
right
that
now,
million dollars worth
it's
of game. Comedy battle. Comedy wars. Let's go.
For some reason,
We got the money.
For some reason, Mr. Holcomb don't understand, and it don't even matter what I do on stage. You can put the narrative out there, me and everything. Not one fucker that has ever come to my show call it that. So if it's a battle, if it's a
What did he say?
whatever it
Didn't I
is,
know?
I ain't scared of that.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you
So let
ain't
me ask
scared
you a
of shit.
question.
You sit
If I
between
put
the
you on
nigga legs
stage-
at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man.
This what they did.
Yo, come on, man, with that.
Come on with
Hey, man,
that.
you sit between the nigga legs at the pool.
Come on, man. You talk about the battle,
talking
man.
about you don't
We
open
talk about
for-
the battle.
That nigga open for you.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, this is bitch.
I'll say this.
I'm still keeping it jokes.
No, but listen.
He over there stressing out.
When y'all gonna have a battle,
You
man?
gonna have a heart attack, man. You got that dope in your system.
Hey, Don. You gotta have a
Relax.
battle with this boy.
He can't battle me, man. It's like, I ain't saying this to be disrespectful. He's not that strong a comic. If he was, I'd be like, oh, that might be
So,
something to
first
make
of all,
some
you ain't
money.
gonna tell Dave got the opening up. He ain't that strong a comic.
You
dog.
tripping.
That's why Dave is not gonna have no monsters open up for him.
You tripping. He's a monster. He's a monster.
You say Donnell a monster?
Yeah, he's a monster.
His comedy is an opinion, though. I get it. Yeah. So I ain't arguing that, but not to my crowd.
If they closed abortion clinics down, if they just got themselves together and had some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Yep.
Hey, but that's a big if.
Just stop, Darnell. You're making it worse.
I agree 100%.
If it wasn't with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show.
I agree. And if it weren't for them uppers you had to take to be up, before he answered the phone, you
think it's crazy.
Goof ass off.
I would just be like, look,
Y'all
bro,
crazy,
you
man.
are
Y'all-
a hater.
Y'all need to really
That's
get
it.
together, man, and do something, man,
No,
together.
it ain't because he'll get disrespectful, man.
I try,
know
man.
how
I
he
think,
get, man.
I think we can work together.
I'll say this. You know, this is, and you, like your character, you said it. Even bars to gangsters, no women and children. I ain't gonna go with this. When you say nothing is off limit, and you say a motherfucker, the person that he had a kid with, and even that kid, if that's not off limits to you,
What did I say about your kid? I ain't that type of nigga now.
first you put some. It don't even matter. I ain't going for that.
Right, you ran out of shit again. You don't know what you do. You remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody say, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
Yo,
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bitch.
BB. He remind you of a BB.
No, he said a triple B, a big bitter.
A big bitter.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this.
Popping in the club. You like an old strip. You was popping.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And every once in a while, a motherfucker throw you something. But your game ain't like it used. And what you keep doing is reliving your past. When are you gonna be somebody
I'm gonna let him get it out. All right, man. So next time you see Dave, man, tell him I ain't mean no harm. I just was saying what I saw.
Guess what?
And then you go on stage before the real people do.
I would not even give you the pleasure of mentioning your name to him, son. For what?
Well, he mentioned my name. He said I was one of the top comics in the game. We got it on video when him and Chris Rock was at the homie show. So my name get mentioned anyway. Your name get mentioned when it's talking about opening at pools and on stage.
Corey, guess what?
You a swimming pool opener, dog.
Let me say.
And you didn't even make it after that. You still out here scraping.
A lot of your peers.
Hey man, if I done went to the pool party, I'd be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. You got to get some paper for that, man. Your was out there, dog.
Hold on, man.
I'm just saying.
Hold up, man.
Hold on, man. You will never get your back, but sometimes people just let you over.
You're crazy.
Guess who laughing?
You're crazy, man.
What? It's real shit. I'm talking about facts. You talking hypothetically.
Y'all just need to do a battle,
Come
man.
on, man. Don't be putting out there.
He put his out there when he sat between the nigga legs when he was
No, I ain't gonna co-sign that. Listen,
was that before or after?
Listen,
You
y'all
look
need to do a
relaxed
battle.
either
Y'all
way.
just need to battle it out.
Can
and
we just
let the fans?
Can we pay for this?
Say this. You said this, Corey. You said this. You said Dave Chappelle said you was one of the top 5. The interesting thing about that, a lot of your peers feel the same way about you. I've said on platforms, your style, how you do it, how you can have people on the edge and you bring them back. I said that. And a lot of peers respect you on that. But the loss of respect is the dumb shit you say to instigate that don't nobody give a other than you bring it up.
I wouldn't have never spoke to you if you wouldn't have yelled out. So I used to speak to you just out of respect. But then after you did that thing at the comedy, the Laugh Factory, that's when I was like, oh, that jealousy came out. But it happens to me a lot, so I ain't mad at you. It ain't nothing.
So hold on, wait,
Hold on,
fellas. I want to say this, Corey. Let me say this, please.
Go ahead.
The funny thing about you saying the jealousy, when I look, and I heard you say it before, I look at my IBM, I want you to
He look at what?
explain.
The
Please
IB what?
tell me please tell me what does Donnell Rollins have to be jealous of Corey Holcomb for? I'm just trying to say that.
No, fuck!
You got what?
I got hair.
Why didn't run, bro?
Fuck! You do. It seems like it's getting too intense with you. The white on the side of your mouth now and shit.
You know what?
You and Les should have a battle. That's more of an even battle. If y'all went on stage, you might beat her, but not by that much.
Stop calling her Les on this show. Her name's Jess.
I'll be so glad when people say Les like me.
It's Jess. No,
it's
Jess.
Les.
No, it's Jess.
It's
Stop
Les.
it, man.
All right. That's it?
Man,
Y'all gonna have a battle, man. Stop it.
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you, man. Tell that brother you love him, man.
I'll be lying if I said that. I wish him well in life.
There you go.
I really do. I don't have no hate for him.
Thank you, man.
Good luck, dog.
We're gonna get a stripper pole for you, Corey, and just relive your past.
You was running around. You was at Chippendale, huh?
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
He was at Chippendale.
I just realized.
Crazy. We was strippers back
I just realized they're ganging up on me. Ain't none of these got no hair. I got 3 bucks.
Yeah, I do hate. I don't like people with hair. I be jealous. I wear a do-rag and I can't. I don't like that hair.
I take friends and family over here any day. You can take all it.
Yeah, okay, man. You don't know nothing about my life, dude. I know about your life. I see you walking out there with your little boy you had with the other breed. Yeah, that hurt, didn't it? You don't like yourself, dog. You ugly.
I got. Guess what?
You ugly.
Ask you this question.
You're an ugly boy. If you had on a tuxedo, you look better in a jogging suit. It looked like you supposed to have on the jogging suit. If you had on a tuxedo, the police would be like, "The f is you up to?"
Y'all should have a roast off right now. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I ain't mad at her.
Go ahead, let him say this.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Since you
Roasting.
you judge me on my physical appearance. So you're judging a man.
So you agree with me? That's all I wanted. Now I won.
Nigga, I ain't never would say I was pretty. What I'm saying is, who is fine and who can get it from you, Corey? Since I'm ugly, who the fine you know? Tell me who fine.
I don't know fine it's like you. You sit at the pool between their legs.
But you know ugly, but you don't know fine.
I do know some other.
No, what about the fine ones? Then you got to compare it to something. Who pretty to you?
I have never called a man fine.
Damn,
I don't know what you're talking
But you
about.
call it ugly. Or who handsome? Who's good looking?
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, who's
You wait, say some.
I know some handsome gentlemen.
What's going on? Who is it? He trying to find who he is.
But you said, do you know that's fine? I'm like, nigga, what the f is you talking about? I don't know a fine. You know fine.
Just when you have an honest conversation.
Hey, boy, I'm about to send you some swimming trunks to try to get to the end of this, dog.
That was a bad.
I'm sending you pool wear from now on.
This thing is crazy.
And I'm sending them.
I'm sending you one of them ducks they be sitting on in the pool.
I'm sending money back to them last 3 shows, and people walked out and left your show.
What? They walked out the show.
Hey man, look, I whatever you say, I'm trash. I'm trash. I'll be in New York on the 14th of May. Come to the show and open up.
How was California?
I always rip. Even the show you talk about, I rip. I'm Superman. I say that, but run with it. You and the guys, I know you Backdooria, boy. Remember I told you, I know. You just don't want to admit it.
You got your audience trained.
You say you ain't never been with a man before?
You got, man, I'm not, that's an ignorant question. I'm not even entertaining.
I'm trying to give you a chance to just say it so before these receipts come out.
When you
Y'all crazy.
I'm giving you a chance.
Y'all crazy.
Keep manipulating.
All right.
Thank y'all for the peace.
Thank you,
Peace,
brother.
man. Y'all can do it.
Y'all, man. Y'all
This is crazy, man. Y'all, this is crazy.
I ain't never said nothing out of pocket to that until he said something to me. Shit.
I'm trying to figure out what he said.
I'm on stage. He yelling at me while I'm on stage. That ain't how you do that.
And what'd he say?
He got up out of there quick, too. He got up out of there quick. Not like I be on that, but I'm just saying, I was like, where that nigga go?
You can't say nothing to somebody on stage. I don't know how to go. What was the etiquette?
I'm saying, like, you know, he just started yelling out while I was on stage. Like, what the fuck is that? He supposed to be a comedian.
Oh, so it's etiquette that you don't do that?
I think it's etiquette. I don't go inside the comedy club. I normally stand outside the comedy club because I know I don't have the patience to sit and watch a lot of shit that goes on stage, and I don't want to be disrespectful.
But to get to the comedy club, don't you have to be a certain level of talent?
To do what?
Get inside there, like get on the stage. Don't you got to be a certain level? Like, what is the?
You don't have to be talented to get on stage no more. At one time, you had to be talented.
I thought the comedy club. You talking about L.A.?
If you got numbers on the internet, you can get on stage.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who got numbers can get on stage.
Yeah, and most of them
trying to sell drinks.
Yeah, most of them ain't funny. They just had a viral moment and got a bunch of followers at one time.
Ain't that real?
And they ain't funny.
Who the new people coming up that you like that's funny?
I like my guy Bubba Dub. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, when I don't want to yell out all them guys. I think Mojo Brooks is gonna be good. I don't like putting them guys on the spot and calling them internet comics. You don't have to.
No, I said popping right now, new ones. I ain't say internet. I'm just saying just popping right now.
Oh, who I think
young
is funny
coming up, yeah.
Man, this one kid, man. I watched him one time and he was funny, but I was like, that must have been a good day. Then I saw him again the other day, and I was like, oh, this is the truth. Hey, man, what's that dude's name? His name is Henry Coleman.
Where you from?
He's originally from Memphis, but he living out there in L.A. now.
Oh, he funny. He be like, I had this wine for it.
You seen him before?
Yeah, I know.
See, I don't. If I say you funny, it's because you done passed the hard test. He not mild. This is a funny comic. I mean, when he was on the show, I did a show. It was a big show. I didn't see him because I never show up early to watch the comics. So most of the time, when I see somebody, it'd be like, oh, this is a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? This dude funny, man.
Yeah.
Funny.
Henry Coleman. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah. And
y'all the worst, but I'm gonna do these jokes anyway. Shit. Make some noise if you still got a job. Trump ain't fired you yet. Trump out here find niggas on group chat. This nigga let niggas go on WhatsApp. Sending text messages. At least we got 4 more years to try to kill this nigga. That's all I'm saying. These new assassins don't even practice, boy. They just wake up and try to kill Trump. You didn't shoot at cans or nothing, did you? Shit. Y'all missing this nigga in broad daylight. They need to get the school shooters. To shoot Trump. They shoot them kids right in the face. They ain't gonna miss Trump. They shoot. I'm not supposed to be, nigga. They shoot them kids right in the face. Neo got 4 wives. Oh, Lord Jesus. I got daughters, man. We gotta put a stop to this poly shit. This shit gotta come to an end, man. You can't be kissing 4 bitches in the mouth in broad daylight, nigga. You got women sharing dick in public. This ain't no, nigga. If I want my daughters, I had to kill you, nigga. You ain't gonna have my daddy, my baby sharing dick in public. You gonna sneak and cheat on my daughter. You gonna have some motherfucking respect. These niggas think they too good to sneak and cheat, nigga. No. My baby deserve a husband that sneaks and cheats. You gonna tell my baby to her face she sharing dick, nigga, I'll kill you, nigga. You gonna sneak and cheat on my baby. That's what love is. Love is sneaking and cheating. Ladies, don't never trust a nigga that's honest. That means he don't care. Like, yeah, bitch, I got other bitches. That nigga don't give a fuck about you. He telling you the truth. Love is lies. I'm not dealing with nobody but you. You my heart. That nigga love you. Okay. Love is lies. My girl, long distance, she be trying to talk to me when I see her. Long distance, you know. We go face to face, be trying to have. She be like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Bitch, we can't talk right now. It's time to fuck. Face to face is for fucking." Bitch, I'll tell you how I'm doing when you get back to Nebraska. Oh, shit. She ready to have kids, man, but she had a lot of abortions, you know. She had like 7 abortions. I was like, yeah, I think God that gave up on you, bitch. I don't think he gonna give you another chance. You took 8 coats back to the store. I don't think they gonna let you.
Sunday. It said in the Bible, real players never sweat these hoes. It's somewhere in Malachi. You gotta read your word. It's in Malachi. Chaseth not at these hoes, says the Lord. Chaseth the bag, and the hoes shall chase at thee. It's in his name, bro. I just give y'all the scriptures. Y'all got to believe on your own. If you haven't enjoyed yourself, make some noise. There's always one. It's always a nigga that don't listen. All he heard was make some noise. Oh. That's how your pastor gets you for that 100. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I need 9 more. Who believe God? Quickly. Everybody that knows me personally in comedy knows
that I'm cool with everybody, but I don't consider you a friend if you ain't funny for real. I'm a comedy snob. If you don't make me laugh, fuck what you going through. I mean, good show, but I don't want your phone number. We ain't finna split no blunt, nigga. We ain't finna hang out. I don't want to shoot no sketch with you, hoe ass nigga, none of that. So, like, I appreciate, like, when funny people really pull up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all didn't even know he was in the building. From DD in the morning, JJ from the SIP pulled up off in that thing. He off in here. Y'all make some noise for him. My boy Dez White from Houston, Texas is in the building. Make some noise for him. My Ace Boone Coon celebrity is in the building. Make some noise for him. So y'all know I be in LA and I do this show at the Laugh Factory, and it's called Chocolate Sundays. And the lady who was the executive producer of that show pulled up for your boy. Her name is Lonnie Crooks. Make some noise for her. She in the building. So I'm bringing Hollywood back home. That's the whole point of Black Run and Friends. The friends are not the niggas that come on this stage. The friends are the people that sit in the audience, and I bring my coworkers back home to my friends. So this is why I'm trying to bring this show back home, you know what I'm saying? So that the people at home can understand what it is that we doing and what it is that I'm doing and who it is that I am and why it is all these people pulled up tonight. Which brings me to our headliner. Yeah. Now, all the millions of views that I've gotten on Chocolate Sundays pale in comparison to this nigga right here. I'm talking about for every 1 million views I get on a joke, he gets 6 million. I've done All Deaf and Roast Me and shit, but every time he on that motherfucker, it go viral on viral. This nigga has mastered the art of hurting feelings. And he does it in such a way that everybody else that y'all saw tonight, I booked for y'all. The headliner, I booked for me. Because this is one of them type of niggas that every time he tell a joke, I'll be like, God damn, why I didn't think of that. Everybody that y'all saw tonight is somebody who I incredibly admire. And this young man is no different. So I need that energy one last time. He calls LA home now, but he's originally from Memphis, Tennessee. Will y'all please do me a favor and welcome to the stage, Henry Coleman.
Oh no. Nigga, we on stream. No.
Getting too old to get put out. This shit ain't cute no more. Black women like to take their key back. What a key back, bitches? That makes no. Give me my motherfucking key back. I got put out by a girl in a Section 8 apartment. It's like, damn, bitch, you pay $8 every 3 years. So I don't give a fuck what I pay. I need my key back. One woman gave me the key. She took back from the other nigga. The key had Jimmy on it. Bitch, you couldn't have gave me no new key? What kind of shit? Fellas, you can tell when a woman moved a whole bunch of dudes into a place. When you take your shit over there, she already got a place for you to put your shit at. She like, I emptied out that top dresser drawer for you to put your socks and your pants and your t-shirts. Well, damn, bitch, how many niggas that put their socks and pants and t-shirts? I looked in one drawer, the other nigga had left a note. Said, dear new nigga, this bitch will call the police. Okay. 45. I'm at the age when I'm ready to have the kids I'm gonna care about. I got kids. My kids don't give a fuck about me. I'm having some brand new kids that love me back. I'm tired of trying to convince these kids they mama wrong. I'm having me a fresh set of kids. that love me back. I'm gonna be a good father to my new kids. And home father, help them with their homework and shit. But your older kids get upset with you when they see you being a better parent to your new kids. Your older kids like, you ain't do none of that shit for us when you was growing up. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that, my nigga. I wasn't ready to be a father back then. I wasn't fucking with your mama like that. She put me on child support. I can't pay child support and be a parent. I can't do both. You can garnish my check, but you will never see me again. Oh. Fellas, why is it that your lady looks so beautiful after you cheat? You ever notice that? You get home from cheating like, damn, my bitch fine. What is wrong with me? This one. I'm gonna get my baby hair done or something. You be like, why Charles being so nice? That nigga been fucking all day. That's why the nigga ain't good spirits. They keep trying to kill Trump, nigga. These new assassins don't even practice. These motherfuckers missing in broad daylight, up close and getting arrested. Trump should have been dead. They need to get the school shooters to shoot Trump.
Oh my God, bro. That nigga was just posted in there?
Them school shooters don't miss. They brought. Oh, all right.
Man, I'm out of here, chat. Have a good day. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button. Once again, I'm your host, Mr. DJ Grandma.
What the ladies say with the good pussy?
And this
no good pussy.
is another episode.
Okay, we got low self-esteem pussies on this side, huh? Just sad.